Haha, Stream Machine Go Burr. Welcome everybody, we are here at Imola, but before that, oh, audio go burr. Is it still going burr? Ignore it then. Welcome to, well, audio go burr moment. It's actually Imola, yes. Craig, do you hear the Imola?
I heard a brrrr.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard a burr as well. God damn it!
I heard.
I will fix it for next time then. But we are here. We are here at the Imola racetrack, and it is, well, how should we describe this?
Well, first of all, let's describe it as the Autodrome Enzo di Dino Ferrari, otherwise known as Imola, as my Italian is very bad. Good evening, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get a chance to say that. How do we describe it? Well, this is a staple on the VRS because while many series fast cars would not race around here on iRacing, VRS always took this track and just loved it. And so what better way to say that by bringing the GT3s, bringing the RSR World Series to Imola. 27 Celsius track temperature and 80 Fahrenheit track temperature. You can just see the wind there. Southwesterly winds, 12 kilometers an hour. Don't ask me what that is in miles. I can't do the conversion at the top of my head. Promises to be an interesting race. We've already got the amateurs just doing their qualifying laps at the moment. Christian Furs currently pole with a 1:42.994. This is just the amateurs. Then Gavin Boyett with a 1:43.017 in his 2 laps. I think he only did 1 and then just abandoned it. But we are seeing the amateurs, and I think all the amateurs have done their laps while we were just getting ready there. So looking really close for times, if I'm brutally honest. Top 10 are all within a second of each other. So that's looking really good to see.
It is a beautiful track, but it's a beautiful track. It's also home to one particular event in history.
Yeah. Fortunately, the tragic end of 1994.
Yeah, where we lost Roland Ratzenberger and Senna.
And Ayrton Senna as well. Almost lost Rubens Barrichello as well.
Yeah, people tend to forget that he almost died here as well.
Yeah, people tend to forget that the day before Ratzenberger died, Barrichello went into the catch fence.
Yeah, and was very close to losing his life as well. But It's very, very much a safer track today. After the 1954 incidents, they made the track much safer. So now people can, well, how do we say this? Take the first corner without having to take it at speed.
Yes. So of course, one of the things ever since that day, because they added after what happened in '94. Well, they already had the Variante Bassa on the front straight, the start-finish line, which is no longer there. In fact, they got rid of it. But after '94, they changed up the shape. They added chicane into Tamburello in the first corner. Then they added a chicane into what is known as Villeneuve, in tribute, of course, to Gilles Villeneuve, who did not lose his life here, I don't think, but it was the last track he raced at before the race that he died. So we don't talk about Jules versus Pironi. Definitely do not talk about that. Got to be honest. Yeah, this is a track where there's a lot of legacy, a lot of history, and I got to be honest, it was fantastic to see the F1 cars go around here once again, because I've drove this track once, trying to get myself acclimatized to it. Didn't get the hang of it at the time, but there's something about Imola. Something about Imola that I just love.
Something about my bay.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. Am I stealing your bay? I do apologize.
It is my bay, yes. As we can see, the concertina effect going up in full force. The amateurs have set their qualifying time. We're just waiting on the pros now to set theirs. Amateurs that have not set a lap time right now are Tim Scheistag, Dennis Meissner, and Liam Ahern. So those will be starting. Oh, and Matt Heatrick as well. He's not set a lap time here either. So they'll be starting from the back of their respective fields.
So Jesse Jones is going to be the first pro to set a lap time. So let's just take you around a lap of Imola on board with Jesse Jones, I think, as comes across the start-finish line. You just see an old chicane there just to the left on that start-finish line, but will come down high speed. Look at it. He's at 260. He brakes just there at Tamburello, later than I expected. Tries to avoid the sausage curves into Tamburello, and then you want to keep the foot down. A little bit of a slide at the back there, and now you're getting up to 100 and 200 kilometers an hour. Up you go, and you'll be braking around the 50 for Villeneuve, and this is a very high speed. And one thing you got to watch out for: Villeneuve goes right into Tosa, and if you cannot get a move into Tosa out of Villeneuve, it's very tricky. A lot of sliding there. Probably could have taken a bit more apex exit there by Jones through Tosa up the hills. We're going into Piratella right now. It looks like it's a pretty fast left-hander. Not in a GT3. You can take a lot of the runoff there. And down they come into Acqua Minerale. Named because of the sponsorship. As Rob stated, Acqua Minerale 1, Acqua Minerale 2. Avoid those little sausage curves on the inside. But you've got a lot of runoff there that you can use without being penalised with odd track. Then into the Variante Alta. Look how tight this is. So tight. You can attack that inside curve. And just make sure you don't get a slowdown or an off track for that, but you can attack it. And then this is probably the longest straight they've got as it comes down, a little bit of a kink in it, of course, down to Ravazza. Into Ravazza 1 comes Jones, takes it slow, tries to get a good line to set himself up for Ravazza 2. He does, and once he gets out of this, it's all on the pedal right now. What will be his time as he comes down the start-finish straight? It's going to be interesting to see. It was a little bit untidy, I'll be honest, but we'll wait and see. Crosses the line, the 142.559. It does put in pole.
Just about, though. He's only 0.3 of a second faster than Christian Furs. And we do have other lap times being set as well. 2 minutes from the rest of the pros, except for Julian Kessel, who just smashed Jesse Jones' time out of the water with a 1:41.963. So, and Joe Destroyer with a 1:42.878. So the lap times are coming in hot and fast. Milan Tigans with a 1:42.837. Jesse Jones going wide around the outside as he... Oh no! It's Villeneuve! Sorry,
Steinbraten goes second on 1:42.430. Then Will Egby just decides he's going to go third with a 42.512. Look, he said the times are coming in. And I think these guys with the slower time, they're probably, because that's their pit box is probably in front of the start-finish line. Chris Daines goes fifth at 1:42.585. Anybody else I see at the moment? Hoggard, by the way. new driver in at the series, Jonathan Hoggard, the British racing driver, with a 1:43.046 for his lap around here. Still got another lap to go, of course, but these times are looking pretty competitive. I mean, Kesselhut in the 41 is something we did expect with his practice times, but that's a great time.
It is currently Kesselhut, Steinbraten, Koper. Koper setting a 1:42.437. We're looking at Ole Steinbraten right now as he gets ready to shake things up. Do we see anything from him? I don't think so.
Jesse Jones goes second at 1:42.112. Great second lap there. Jonas Dreyer behind. What did he say? It's a 42.448. That puts him P5. Kesselhut responds, goes faster. 41.824. Eggerson goes 8th with a 42.647. Times are really coming in. Dion Phillips now throws in a 42.509. And as I say that is Teekins with a 4.46. Pipping Dreyer by 0.02 of a second. Like I said, it's all coming in right now. Where's Steinbraten? He just comes across the line. It's a 42.048. It's P2, but nobody has gone under the 42 barrier apart from Julian Kesselheim. What about Hoggard right now? Hoggard is about to cross the line. What does he do? I think he goes fast. I've lost him on my list. And he goes at the 42.925, puts him 13th. Chris Daines goes 7th at 42.495. And I think Rucker Voyager just comes in 5th with a 42.358. As he does that, yes, as he does that, Coper takes pole. Just as he does that.
Oscar saying nope to absolutely everything about this situation and goes, give me back that pole position. Orasor wants it. That is James Armstrong going 21st with a 1:43.475. And I think, just one more. Hoggard, where are you? There you are.
No, he's already set a time. He's already done his 2 laps. I think he's, yeah.
Oh, he's running out of fuel.
Yeah, he's run out of fuel. He's done qualifying, but that is the full times.
Is that qualifying done already?
Qualifying's done already. Remember, we missed the amateurs, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, well, because I made a mistake.
Anyway.
Well, that's, as per usual, the most professional. We are the most professional boys in the world. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. Let's go get the results. Yeah. Let's go get the results. Now, the results are in. It is Oscar T. Coper with a 1:41.602, and that puts him into pole position. Julian Kesselhut with a 1:41.825. Ole Steinbraten 1:42.048 in third. Then we go down into fourth. Jesse Jones with a 1:42.112. Rutger Wygen with a 1:42.359. Milan Teekins with a 1:42.447. Jonas Dreyer with a 1:42.448. Chris Daines with a 1:42.496. Dion Phillips with a 1:42.509. And then we go into Egby with a 1:42.513 in 10th. 11th is Louis Eggertson with a 1:42.648. Lead amateur is Christian Furs with a 1:42.874. Tobias Younger with a 1:42.894. Joris Thielen with a 1:42.906. Hoggard with a 1:42.926. Gavin Boyer, the second lead amateur right now, with a 1:43.017. Thomas Dandridge completed the podium for the amateurs with a 1:43.062. Ben Smith with a 1:43.326. Andrew Miller with a 1:43.336. Colin Bowman 1:43.374 in 20th. Armstrong in 21st with a 1:43.475. Marius Yank with a 1:43.477 in 22nd. 23rd is Rus with a 1:43.491. Butler with a 1:43.548. Spencer Vick with a 1:43.796 in 25th position. Zakaria Yama with a 1:43.846. He did well around strand. Let's see what he can do this time around. Harry Wills with a 1:43.902. Christian Stockel with a 1:44.225. Dean Timms then with a 1:44.238. Simon Dodd, unfortunately, he had a scuppered lap, so he's starting all the way down in 30th. 31st is Josh Seymour. 32nd, Andreas Delwitz, and Taylor Lane didn't get to set a second lap because he made a mistake on the second, and so he'll have to sucker it up as he comes back through the field.
Yep. Then we've got, just in this order as well, the non-qualified Chris Hamer, Dennis Mesner, Lyden Lee, Matt Heatrick, Liam Ahern, Tim Shestag, and Mark Bailey. 40-car field for the first race of the night. And Julian Kesselhut must feel a little bit happier because, well, he doesn't have to see a sea of RSR cars in front of him this time. But instead, he's on the left side of the grid, and has an RSR car. Oh, he's on the right side today because it's the way it's done. But he's got an RSR car in front of him, beside him, sorry, and then two RSR cars right behind him. No matter where he looks, no matter where he starts, but somehow Kesselhut is always in an RSR sandwich. He must get tired of it.
Is this patent pending RSR sandwich?
Hey RSR, hit me up on Instagram. We can make something happen. RSR sandwiches.
And they are getting ready. We're gonna actually have the boys on. We do have a starting camera or grid camera, so this is the grid camera, so we'll be able to switch to that once we get the chance. But we'll see the boys of Oscar T. Coper and Julian Kesselhut leading us off. This is the car of Oscar T. Coper. So you can see, it's just like last time. It's an ASR car and then a sea of RSR cars sandwiched in between all of them, and the RSR cars are just like, I wonder if we can have another 1, 2, 3. And the Austrian sim racer of Julian Kesselhut is like, please no, let's not have this. We can think of something else, right?
Well, we can. As they're just getting ready to start their formation lap, yes, the BMWs are out in force again, but these Audis, these damn Audis, just out of nowhere, just playing spoiler today. Jonas Dreyer in 7th, Ian Phillips in 9th. Of course, you've got Kesselhut in 2nd. Of course, then we've got a Ford that isn't Joshua Meyer, but it's a Ford of Rucker Wygen. Just up there, but for no reason whatsoever, apart from the fact that he wants to play spoiler. But
well, he wants to play the game of who's going to blink first.
He does not want to play with madness, I'll tell you that right now. But as they come up through Ravazza, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. We wait for the green flag. That does not indicate the start of the race. Oscar Coper will tell you when the race starts, and Rob will take you away.
We're just having the cameras on the grid. You can hear the cars coming towards us now. We're just waiting to see where is Julian Kesselhut. Come on. There we go. We see the boys. They are lining up to get going. And watch this zone. This is where they start their absolute meme machines. And the grid just peering into view, and off they go. That is green flag racing. That is the cars about to cross the line. They're almost going 3 wide coming down the grid. You can just see the amount of cars just zooming by. Look at this. Look at this. And there's a safety car coming in to signal that everybody has just gone by. Now we need to get to the action. Oscar T. Coper, where are you? He's safe. He's made it. Oh, we have it off. Had an off. I can't see who it was, but I did see. Oh, we've got an off in the front. That is.
Yo, Wygen went off, didn't he? And I think there's another one going off as well. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Some more cars going off as we speak. A great stop there.
Yeah, Jesse Jones going off. Let's have a replay of that whole section. Just as we see the cars coming by. This is the start that they had. And a start that I wanted to have, but I botched it. But there you go. As you can see, the car in 4th position. That is Jesse Jones looking to see if he can fight side by side. Oh, just a little bit of it. Oh, that was net code, actually. Yeah, just a lot of net code there. Unfortunately for Rutger Wygen, but he's still going. Where is he?
Still going. But then the Jesse Jones incident, as you're seeing just after that replay. Just trying to go too wide, and I think Tegan just went a little bit too far out there.
A bit too, what's the word for it? A bit too ambitious, yes.
But Coper leads from Steinbratton from Kesselhut, and they are 2 seconds ahead of everybody. So those three are checked out at the moment. Teakin's currently 4th. We do have one car in the pits. That's Dennis Meissner in the pit. Well, HB has managed to get up to 5th position on that start.
Well, he was in the pits because he started late. He didn't take the grid, so it's not because of any incident. He's just there because he had to wait for the start of the race, and then he only joined just then. So no harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul. But Jesse Jones has been trying to make his way back up. Currently in 6th position, but watching HB trying to get by Teakins or trying to make a move. And this is what I was saying. You come out of Villeneuve and you're right into Tosa. There is nowhere really that you can set yourself up unless the guy in front of you has a big mistake.
That is the car of Rutger Weidgen. He's actually got more damage than I first realized. That is the front right of his car, exceptionally damaged. And also Jonas Dreyer has got damage as well. I think he was caught up in that incident just a little bit.
I think he was the one that T-boned Weidgen when Weidgen made a spin. I'm not entirely. I believe that's what happened there when Weidgen had that little off. He had a little bit of a spin. Christian Stockles had an excursion, and in fact, he's just let Yama go. But I'm just looking down the back of the field just to see that there is some group racing as we'd expect at this stage of the race. A lot of cars. There is some damage both at the back of Ben Smith as he's chasing down Hoggard. But like I said, it's very much pack racing at the moment, apart from the front, where the front has just checked out as Teakins is trying to catch on to Kesselhut and Steinbratton and Copa, but at the same time he's battling Edby. Teakins half a second behind Edby, in front of Edby, who's half a second ahead of Jones, who's half a second ahead of Danes, and then Danes is about a second ahead of Phillips. So the train is starting to.
We've got that is a car off. That is the car of James Armstrong. He's gone. What happened here?
After a great race for James Armstrong last week, looks like he just lost it himself and he clipped the grass.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's got damage to the.
That's unfortunate. No, America. The America car.
Well, just remember that James Armstrong is not American.
Yeah, he's British. Yeah.
He's British. But he does have wing damage to the back of that Mercedes AMG, which is a shame to see. We've got a car off.
Tobias Younger. Younger's gone.
Oh, he got put 3 wide. No, he got put 3 wide.
Oh, that was never going to work going into the chicane. They're just past Senna.
That's Villeneuve, isn't it?
That is Villeneuve. Yeah, into Villeneuve.
Ben Smith went off. He was on the outside. Younger's the meat, and then Weidgen. I'm not sure what Weidgen was trying to do there.
That is 3 wide, where 3 wide never should be, and now he is down in 28th position. That's another XRC car. Oh no! The XRC cars, the ex-SRC cars have hit each other. That is Jack Ross. Jack Ross losing control.
Wow.
But he was going side by side with the car in 29. That was Dean Timms, the car 34. Oh no! No, wait, hang on a minute.
That was Shestag. He went side by side.
I think he lost control.
Ralphs went side by side with Shestag, and they touched, and he spun around, and he did catch his teammate there. So I think that was a little bit of razzle. Now we've got Talowitz going off at Ravaza.
Oh,
really gone wide at Ravaza there, but I think he's carrying some sort of damage. I think he might have had a bit of a lock up there, but that's happening at the back. What's happening at the front? Steinbratton goes purple. A 142.499. Copa with a 142.541. These two are starting to pull away from. I say they're starting to pull away from Kesselhut. Kesselhut throws in a 142.4. Would be fastest lap, but it's not counted as fastest lap because he had an off track. But he is catching. The gap is 0.4 of a second. And is Will Edby trying to catch on to Milan Teakins? I think he is, as he blinks.
You just see on your screens the current gap information between the two of them. Is the car in 3rd position for the car in 2nd. At the line, it was just over a 10th of a second, otherwise known as a 10th, 200s, 2000s, 7 10,000s, 3 millions, and 6 10 millions.
Right, so I think Jesse Jones might be inheriting 5th place here, because I think Will Edby is gone. We will update you on that if anything does happen, but I think the internet there or the PC has given up
Egg
the ghost.
me, no! Egg me!
Unfortunately so. Elsewhere, there's a nice little battle brewing between the Bushfink car of Joris Veland, and that is Louis Eggleston there, and they're having a bit of it. Gavin Boyer? No, it isn't. No, my relative. Just playing tricks on me at the moment.
Just to give you an idea, you see that car ahead of you? Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is Christian Furs, pushing well above his weight. Let's get the gaps between him and the car of Gavin Boyer, car number 9. Just to demonstrate how far ahead this man is already. Look at this.
Well, you look at that, but at the same time, there is a 3-car battle for P2 in the amateurs. Boyer is trying to catch Christian Furs, but he's got Thomas Dandridge right behind him. And if those two make a mistake, Andrew Miller is catching like a madman. Then they got Jonas Dreyer and Marius Yankee behind him.
That was moves being made by Andrew Miller in the background. Sorry to interrupt. Andrew Miller looking to see if he can make some moves. Jonas Dreyer just has to sort of accept that his damage is less than superficial, or more than superficial. You'll have to... Ooh, that was... Who was that? That was the...
Marius Yankee. And he's just... Ooh. Well, he's made the move.
I think he overcooked it.
Well, I don't know. I think that Jonas Dreyer going in too early. And Yankee's got massive damage. He's gone down to 27, sorry.
Just the rear end. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that was Dreyer. I mean, Dreyer's got every right to get on the loud blower, as they say in America, but I think he had to just yield off a bit. I think it's the racing incident more than anything, but I don't think.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they were in each other for about more than like a split second, so you kind of have to mix it up to that. But he's still going, not damaged though, even though the cars were inside each other for about a second.
Well, that means that Gavin Boyer is no longer fighting 3 cars; he's fighting 1 car for P to keep his P2. Really, the battle for second and third in the amateurs. Andrew Miller's quite a bit behind after all that, so. It's Boyer versus Dandridge for P2 because, like I said, Christian Furs is punching well above his weight and doing fantastic as well. Not because he's the Raidillon TV car.
Bias. Shame. And that's a car off on the background. Who was that? Is that Josh Seymour? It is, but he held it. This is what happened to Josh Seymour, by the way. We just saw that in the background. That is Josh Seymour battling with the car number of Jack Ross. But Jack Ross, oh yeah, the rear end kicked out as he was coming out of Senna out towards Villeneuve. And that was a heart in the throat kind of moment right there.
Yeah, coming out of Tamburello, and of course you can take a lot of the curb around here, of course. But, like, if you then go too far over the curb, there's the gravel. And a lot of these guys are getting kick-ups there from the gravel. And I think that is what's causing a lot of issues at the moment for these guys. Let's have a look around. How's that gap, by the way, at the front? There are 2 cars going side by side at the front. Kesselhut and Steinbratton, they're battling into Tamburello for P2. And I'll tell you what, Kesselhut's made this around the outside. What an overtake from Julian Kesselhut to take P2 away from Steinbratton. Goes around the outside into Tamburello. Fantastic. Does Steinbratton have a response into Villeneuve? Does not. Wow, what a move. And at the same time, Jones looks like he wants to be making it. Cannot. The door was closed there from Tekin. But no, Tekin has made the mistake coming out of Villeneuve. And Jones is going to make it. The rare overtake into Tosa. And as Tekin's trying to push on, he cannot push on. We'll keep an eye on this. I mean, that battle at the front is fantastic, but this battle might be going on. Can Tekin make a move onto Jones as they come into Ravaza? I don't think there will be a response into Ravaza. Peritella, sorry. Not Ravaza, into Peritella. What about Aqua Minerale? I think Tekin's Scuttle is losing the gap here at the moment, going really aggressive into the entry of Aqua Minerale. Just cannot get the exit. Jones is starting to pull away. Tekin's just trying to be really aggressive and try and get time back, but it's not working. So an RSR car loses a position as an RSR car gains a position. mean, that was a great overtake.
Oh, we've got battles in the back. Simon Dodd is getting overtaken. Oh, it's a 3 wide almost between amateurs. That's Harry Wills making up 2 positions. Well done to him. Colin Bullimon and Simon Dodd caught slipping, and Harry Wills came winning. I tried to make that rhyme, but the 2 of them were battling each other for position, and then Harry Wills just out of nowhere just comes around and says, "I'll have that." Oh
we
no,
always say it.
Will.
We always say it.
Sorry, Will just came in the chat. Oh, I'm so sorry, Will. I'm sorry that it happened.
That is a shame.
We're here for everybody. You know that.
Oh no! Christian Stockwell just gave Simon Dodd a little tap on the back going into Ravazza. That could have been worse. A great response there from Dodd just to make sure he did not lose the car. That was under braking. I think Stockwell realised that it was a bit of a mistake. I think the apologies are going out. Just looking around the amateurs. That's Neil Butler taking Ben Smith for a position. By the way, live timings link underneath the video. By the way,
there's no live timings.
There's no live timing. Okay, first time I hyped up the live timings, and what happens? Not happening.
Yeah, not happening. Nope. No live timings for you.
What a shame. Anyway, let's keep watching. I say this battle at the front's looking good, but we gotta look everywhere around. Christian First, we mentioned, is doing really well at the moment. In fact,
Ben Smith has gone off. Ben Smith is off just after Villeneuve. That is
Tosa. What's happened here?
Oh, kicking out wide. He tried going over the sausage curbs. Car on the inside, and oh, he just got turned around. That was the car in 18th position at the time. That was... Who was that? I don't know who it was.
That would be Spencer Vick in the Valhalla Cinsports Cup.
Better. At least he got away from that. No harm. Well, no harm, no foul. Didn't hit the wall or anything. What?
Right, back up to the front, by the way. Jesse Jones and Lam Deakins. Deakins is catching Jones right now. Can he do what Kesselhut did to Steinbraten? Can he go around the outside of Tamburella? No, they're going to touch! They're going to touch! They make contact! Deakins is going to go off! Going to rejoin the track, but going to lose time. You know, I'm not sure who's to blame there.
Let's have a look at this in super slow motion as they're coming into the Senna S. Oh, that is Jesse Jones. No, he was. Oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he was. He was closing that door sharpish. And,
I don't know. I think there's a racing incident there because Deakins does do a little bit of a left turn. So I think they're both. I'm not a steward.
I think it was very close racing there, though. It was very close racing.
Very close racing. And Deakins has not lost P5. He's got to catch back up to Jones. Danes did close though, but apart from that, that's it. And of course, the front three are now 9 seconds ahead of everybody. Voska 2 seconds ahead, well, 1.5 seconds ahead of Kesselhut and Steinbraten. In fact, I got to be honest, Kesselhut is really closing in now. This would be a fantastic win if he could close in because the gap was 1.7 after the last lap. The gap at the moment is 1.3. So while Kesselhut is battling Steinbraten, he's catching Copa. Gap's now less than a second. He's in the slipstream range right now, and Copa knows that.
Look at the gap now as they both cross the line. Look at the gap. If it'll ever update. The gap is not 2 seconds. Ah!
The gap is 0.9 of a second as Kesselhut proves a 1:42.427. Copa was slower, 1:43.155. That's almost 7/10 removed in that lap. And Kesselhut, I'll tell you what, this Audi just looks planted around here. The BMWs have been sliding a bit, but this Audi, it really does, as they say, look like it's on rails at the moment. It's driving really well, and he is just...
But it is a sandwich.
It is an RSR sandwich.
Yeah, it is RSR, ASR, RSR. Sounds like the weirdest way of saying we're having a Austrian on unknown sandwich. I mean, what are the Austrians good at in terms of food?
I don't know, but I didn't want to go where you were going with that sandwich.
Oh, I mean, the Germans are known for like really good sausage, and stroopwafel is from the Netherlands. What are the Austrians good at? Wine? Any Austrians in the chat? Let us know.
I don't know. Not elsewhere
Tim
around.
Scheistag is looking to see if he can get into 17th position. There's also a battle behind them of Harry Wills, Zakaria Yama, having made up a fair number of positions. I know that for a fact. How many did he make up?
Zakaria's made up 7 places at the start of this race. Jestag not qualifying, made up 21 places. Harry Wills made up 7 places as well. Simon Dodd right behind them. You know, Simon Dodd, look at it. It's a train of 5 cars and they're all amateurs. Look at this. It's an amateur train at the moment, and they're battling. And Yama and Beaumont are a little bit off, but they're in that slipstream. But that is who's that gone off? Sorry, that's Spencer Vick gone off. Again, goes wide at Ravaza 1, so he falls to the back. And he's gonna have to pick himself up. He might get overtaken by Yankee and Armstrong if he's not too careful. These guys now trying to battle. I don't think Wills can catch up to Jetpack.
It's the slow of like, you know you're gonna go off, but you can't do anything to avoid it, and you just like, it's like the sad man, like walk of shame. It's like, oh, there's nothing I can do right now. Oh. Anyways, apart from the sad man, where is that leaving him? It is leaving him in 22nd position, so he's down a couple of places. Scheistag gains another one. Harry Wills gains another one. So another one. So Tim Scheistag is the leader of this group of AMs. But remember, we do have Christian first. He is still miles ahead in this first race. He's doing super well for what it's worth.
In this Ferrari, he's catching Dion Phillips in an Audi. I mean, I didn't realize the Ferrari was strong around here, but he's really trying. Like this is. We talked about Kesselhut in that Audi trying to split up those BMWs. We're not talking about this Ferrari of Christian Foot. Okay, yes, it's the Raidillon TV car. We're not being biased. This is a great drive from Buzz. Really putting in the time at the moment. Look at this, 143.395. All right, it's not 143. Yeah, not the fastest of laps, but he's matching the pace of these guys from 6th downwards. He's doing fantastic at it. It's great to see it. Hogarth, by the way, just behind, takes a position away from Joris Phelan. I think Phelan did not have a very good end to the last lap. It was a 145.1 for him. So getting overtaken by Jonathan Hogarth. New driver to the series. I must do it. British F3 and a British F4 and a British F3 driver. Was apparently around here earlier in the month in the Formula Renault around here.
Is that in real life or
in real life? In real life. Yeah, in real life. In fact, yeah. They were supporting. Yeah, for fun fact, they were supporting the Formula Renault. The Formula Renault was supporting the F1 that weekend, and he drove around here.
I hate to say this, but Formula Renault.
All right. You got me. Yeah, no, he has driven around. He has driven around here recently. Put it like that in a Formula Renault. Formula Renault in June, July. Okay, sorry, it was not the recent one. I apologize, but no, they have been.
Oh, his name is actually Jay Hoggard, by the way. It's not even.
I don't. He couldn't fit the name, couldn't he?
Really?
Couldn't fit the name on.
Really?
Jay Hoggard, Jonathan Hoggard, you know Jonathan.
Yeah, but like, have you seen some of the names? Hang on a minute. We've seen some of the names. What about my friend in ILMS?
Yeah, alright, okay.
Do you know how long his name is? His name is so long, we've actually had to change some of the theme elements because of him. Like, that is genuine. Like, I'm not joking either. I've used his name. It's Jose Javier Gonzalez II.
Two. Don't forget
two. What surprises me is that there's 2 of them. Like, one, fair enough. Like, somebody out there really likes that name, fair enough. But the fact that there's 2 in iRacing, it makes me wonder. What? Huh?
No idea. Look, but I'm just looking around at battles at the moment.
We do have battles. Harry Wills is literally attempting everything in the book to get by Tim Scheistag. Like, and when I say everything in the book, I mean he's literally throwing the book at Tim Scheistag.
Is that allowed in the rules? Can he throw a book?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. What do you mean? People do that every day. Throw books at people. Okay. Maybe they don't actually literally like throw the book at somebody, but it's a book.
So while we've got Wills and Shestag right there in front of them, we do have a battle between two Audis, Jonas Dreyer and Neil Butler. And every time Dreyer tries to get up, of course he's got all that nose damage from the start of the race. He just cannot catch. He can catch him in the corners, but when it comes to the long straights, he really is struggling against Butler. And he has lost that position to Butler earlier in this lap. In fact, Dreyer's gone down 9 positions now since he started this race. He can't, like I said, he can get slipstream from Butler, but all that nose damage, you're going to be held up. The aero's just going to completely hold you. And yeah, 0.4 of a second is the gap. It might go to 0.5 if I'm brutally honest. Yeah, there it is, 0.5. He's doing 250, and Neil Butler's doing another 15 to 20 kilometers faster than Dreyer on a straight. So looks like Dreyer, ooh, hits the sausage curves. As I say that, I almost cursed another man. But it's a recovery drive right now for Dreyer. But what isn't a recovery drive are the guys at the front, because Koper, Kesselhunt, and Steinbraten just a second between the 3 of them. Kesselhunt keeps catching Koper, but Steinbraten just wants to stay there for the ride. He wants in on this. He wants a bit of fun.
I think this is more like Oscar Koper and Ole Steinbraten are going, I wonder what we can do with this Audi. Revenge for Le Mans.
No, they would not do such a thing. But Kesselhunt does get a bit of a better exit there out of Ravazza, coming down to the start finish straight. What can he do? He's not going to be able to catch Koper. He won't be able to do that same move he did on Steinbraten that he did to Koper into Tamburello. But I just want to see his exit. If he gets a good exit, he doesn't. He does not get a good exit. Koper's really good with those exits there at Tamburello. Villeneuve will be the next one, but of course, like I say, you cannot set up an overtake into Tosa from Villeneuve. But he's done it, Look at it. Koper has to go on the defense. In fact, Kesselhunt's going to try and go around the outside at Tosa. He's not going to try 2 around the outside. He doesn't. Koper blocks him off, but holds up the line right now. They'll be going into Piratella in a moment. There's not really any place you can make an overtake here. Kesselhunt's just going to have to lift and brake early and go in. Slow in, fast out. Compromised by a slower Koper. No move. Now, can he do a move into Aqua Minerale? Don't think he can. That was his best chance, I think, so far with 5 minutes to go in the race. Just 3 more laps, or 2.5 laps after this. Yeah, he's losing time now. He's losing time. Steinbraten realizes that he's just holding off. Kesselhunt had to make that move. And I tell you what, that was a daring move to go around the outside of Tosa.
He was trying to see if he can push Koper into a situation where he'd be compromised going through the back end of Imola. If he's coming out of if he's coming through, let's say, Aqua Minerale 1 and 2, he'd probably want to be on either in front or on the inside. So he's got 2 options. He's got a run. He's got a run coming into Senna. Do we see any overtakes? He's looking, but he's not looking.
He's going to be looking now. There's a slow cut. Oh my God! I was almost. Oh!
Meissner, please don't give me a heart attack. I know you. I know you're trying to stay off the side of the road, but
And that's brought Steinbraten into this. Steinbraten wants to make some moves now, but
just have a replay of this. This is quarter speed. This is literally how close they were. Ooh! And he was literally squirreling on the brakes, trying to make sure that he did not hit the. Oh my goodness gracious! Literally trying to make sure that he did not hit the rear end of any port car.
my heart was racing there. I felt it because that wasn't an intentional pick from Copa, but it almost felt like it was a well-placed pick to use the slower card there. And in fact, Copa's slow through the second part back with Minerale. Kesselhut tries to catch on again. Steinbratton behind, and look, Kesselhut has to defend Steinbratton into the Variante Alta. That's amazing. He now has to defend because of that. And actually, there's been an accident. Jesse Jones has gone down the order. What's happened to Jesse Jones? Oh, he's gone wide at Aqua Minerale. Went wide at Aqua Minerale. He caught the grass. He's now down into 6th position. I'd love to show that battle, but we've got to keep onto this lead. There's 2:43 left. Kesselhut once again will get a run on Copa, but Steinbratton's right behind. Of course, he'll help his teammate, but not in the sense of he'll take the other guy out to help his teammate, if you see what I mean. This is going to be tough. Kesselhut is going to make the move. Kesselhut, he's going to go to the outside again. He's going to try the same thing he did. He's too far behind. Oh, no, he's gone a bit too wide into the entrance of Tamburello. Steinbratton gets compromised there as he tried to make a move. It almost looked like Kesselhut was trying to do a wide in, an out and in, but it did not work. Takes a lot of speed into the entrance of Villeneuve. Hit the grass! Ooh. Oh, what a save! What a save! Loses P2, or does he? Does he lose P2? Hang on 1 second. Side by side goes Steinbratton and Kesselhut. I think Kesselhut might have to give this up. Yeah, I think that is, yeah. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. They're still side by side.
Literally,
still side by side.
He keeps
it. He gets into that.
Just about makes it happen. This is how it occurred just after the incident at Villeneuve. Charging up the hill, the car number 85 versus the car number 3, Julian Kesselhut versus Ole Steinbratton, battling it quite literally to the raggedy edge. You can see Steinbratton having to tuck on the inside and Kesselhut going, I will eat every single bit of this asphalt to retain second place. And he holds it. Oh, and we didn't see that on the replay, but we see it now. You just see that little wiggle from Ole Steinbratton, and he's lost the rear end as they come into the final lap.
Woo! Wow, I don't know what to say after that. Trying to keep elsewhere. Louis Eggleston has had a moment. He's gone off and he's lost a couple of places. The amateurs are still looking good. Gavin Boye's in P2, Thomas Dandridge in P3, and Christian Furr's way out in the lead. I don't think there's going to be a battle at the front because the gaps are so wide now. But I can't get over that Kesselhut. He used all of, like Rob was saying, all of that asphalt to his advantage. A fantastic run there. And I thought that was it. If that was any other track, Kesselhut would be giving that position up and fighting in the final lap for it. He decided not to. Gap's now down to 0.5 of a second, though, between Copa and Kesselhut. I don't think he can do it. I'll eat my words, but I don't think he can do it.
We'll see. We'll see. Now, is white flag time has ticked down to 0. And now we're seeing how Julian Kesselhut battles with the car himself of Oscar T. Koper.
Oh, it's a slowdown for Kesselhut. It's a slowdown for Kesselhut. He might lose P2. It might lose P2 at this rate. He was in a battle with Koper. He's now in a battle with Steinbratton. They come down to the final two corners. It'll be Rivaz 1 and Rivaz 2. So we'll see what happens. Koper is a second ahead right now. He just needs to survive the corner. Can Steinbratton make a late move? There's nowhere for him to go into Rivaz 1 and nowhere for going to Rivaz 2. RSR will get the win once again by the looks of it. It's not going to be Steinbratton or Jones. Oscar Koper will take the win for the first race of the evening. Kesselhut with a fantastic drive to get P2 after losing it. And Steinbratton will take P3. And now we just wait for everybody else.
Simon Dodd, his day's gone from bad to worse. He's having to fend off Callum Beaumont on his rear end. He's down in 20th position. But Christian Furze joins another win together as he comes 8th overall and lead of the amateurs. Well done to him. He did very well.
Did great. Well, Gavin Boye's just coming across the line. He'll take a very well-deserved P2 for the amateurs. Thomas Dandridge will then come up and take a P3. And then in P5 for the amateurs, Tim Shestag makes up 23 positions after not qualifying to take a P5 in the amateurs. That's a good drive there from Tim. Fantastic drive. Great drive all around.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Now, let's wait for everybody else to come across the line, and then we will go over some results.
Oh, Simon Dodd hit. All right, it's only Jonas Dreyer, but did pip Jonas Dreyer to the line. It was an amateur pipping a pro, but that's not a big positional battle per se. But yeah, I think everybody has now finished.
Oh, that is not Eggy. Oh no, that was Eggy. No, who was that? There was somebody behind them having a bit of a moment.
Pass.
It's Teekins having a bit of a moment. I want to see this. What was he doing? What were they doing? Remember, we don't turn the cameras.
They're drifting. They're drifting. They're trying to drift. Oh, Louis?
Oh, hey! Anyways, let's get the race results up on your screens. Oscar Cooper taking the W in first position, with Julian Kessel very close behind him, with Ollie Steinbracken just not able to make the dots happen at the final stages. Milan Teekins coming up in fourth, with Chris Danes in fifth, Jesse Jones in sixth, with Dion Phillips in seventh, Christian Furs in eighth. Just look at you can barely see it. They're trying to drift, but they can't. Like,
but I was just watching. Louis Eggerson wanted to take out his teammate Milan Teekins so much he skipped the Variante Alta to try and hit Teekins, and Teekins realizes and just turns right and avoids him, and Eggerson just goes flying.
Oh dear. Christian Furs in the amateur top leagues, coming home in 8th. Very well done to him, with Jonathan Hoggard in 9th. Horace Thielen in 10th. In 11th is Louis himself. Gavin oh my goodness gracious. He tried hitting the cars in the pits. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that, Milan. With Louis Eggerson in 11th. Gavin Boyer 12th. Thomas Dandridge in 13th, with Andrew Miller in 14th. In 15th is Neil Butler, with Tim Scheistag not too far behind. 17th is James Armstrong. He had that issue before, remember, with Zakaria Yama. Very well done to him on getting his positions up and running. In 19th was Simon Dodd. Dreyer in 20th. He had that first lap incident at turn 1, so he's having to sort of lick his wounds and recuperate. Callum Beaumont in 21st. Tobias Younger in 22nd. 23rd is Harry Wills, with 24th being Dean Timms. And then the pecking order is Russ, Stockel, Bailey, Vic. Spencer Vic, by the way, having that incident that put him way down the pecking order. Josh Seymour in 29th, Marius Yankee in 30th. He also had an incident. Liam Ahern in 31st, Leiden Lee in 32nd. Dennis Meisner, we didn't see what happened to him, but he was down the pecking order.
He didn't start, did he? Remember, he didn't start.
Yeah, he didn't. Andreas Talowitz also didn't take to the grid, I don't think. Ben Smith had an issue, as did Will Egby, got neck coded. No, Egby lost his internet. Sorry. Rutger Wygen got neck coded, and Taylor Lane, I don't even know what happened to him. I didn't even see what happened to him. Chris Hamer and Matt Heatrick, I don't think either of them took the grid.
Did not. Now, I think we are waiting for an RNG for reverse grid.
The number is 22.
22. So congratulations to Tobias Younger. Oh, and I'll tell you what. A little man called Harry Wills will not be happy, because that will scupper his chances at the title, as Harry Wills finished 23rd. And he was looking, well, he's been looking to pick up points in the amateurs. Just one more position, he could have had another high spot there. But 22nd, so Younger, Beaumont, Dreyer, Dodd, Yama, Armstrong, Shestag, Butler, Miller, Dandridge. That just gives you a taste of the top 10 for that will be the start for the second race. Wow.
remember, not all is fair in war and love, so unfortunately they'll have to sit with themselves on that. But it is intermission time, so what do we have to talk about this week?
I don't know. Something happened in the weekend with Formula One. Nothing important, you know. Just someone won a world championship. Yeah, only the 7th time he's won it. No,
You're just implying, yeah, just a BMW crash, burr. I'm sorry. I'm a child.
So, I just love that. No, I'm gonna be honest. That was a fantastic race in the weekend for the F1. Let's be honest. If you want to win the world championship, that's how you do it. I honestly, that's how I feel. Especially when you realize that's the first time there has been a full wet race with no safety car since Portugal in like the 80s. And I was thinking about that and thinking that's a really impressive stat until you realize the 80s they didn't have a safety car full time. So technically,
hang on. For those who don't, explain what you mean by that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by safety car full time?
Well, they never had safety cars on F1 in F1 all the time. I need to check it, but the first time a safety car was used, it messed up the whole order, and they had to because they tried it out. It was only because back then each country had its own rules, and you followed their rules. So if they were going to have a safety car, they would have a safety car. But there was only a few places that had safety cars, and they weren't mandated properly until like late 80s. So when I saw this stat that... Go on.
So what you're saying is, if I was in the 80s and I had an accident, for instance, I could potentially not have a safety car?
So the first time a safety car was used was the 1973 Canadian Grand Prix, where a Porsche 914 was brought out.
It was only used in 1974?
73 was the first time it was used, but it was never officially introduced until 1993. Rob's now muted his microphone, so I'm
just like how the sorry, I was getting water as well, but I was like, what?
Have you never heard the story? Okay, so basically safety cars were not official until 93. Before then, Canada in 1973 had that Porsche 914, then had another Porsche in 1976. Okay?
So what you're saying
that was
is...
the only times. That was the only times they used it. And I gotta be honest, it was the danger car. Louis knows it's the danger. You wanna know why it's the danger car? Because you know how they've got a high-powered, like a Mercedes AMG GT car for the safety car right now. The first official safety car was a Fiat Tempra. Was a hatchback. The first safety car in Formula One was a hatchback. A Fiat Tempra in the Brazilian Grand Prix. And then in San Marino, this San Marino we're talking about, where Ayrton Senna and Ratzenberger lost their life, an Opel Vectra was used. They tried to use fast cars. Belgium in 95 used the Porsche 911 GT2. But then the Argentine Grand Prix in 1996 was a Renault Clio.
They could have used the 2020 Ferrari.
I know.
You see, as a Ferrari fan, that hurts. That hurts because I already know it's true. I already know it's true.
Honestly, so when I heard that stat, we were going back to the F1 race weekend we just had. We go back to that, and they were saying how it's the first time since like a Portuguese Grand Prix in the 70s where there has not been a safety car for a race that started and finished wet. Kind of hard to say that when the last time a safety car was not used in a full wet race didn't have a safety car, like didn't have an official safety car. So
yeah, it had some
really weird stats.
It had some questionable at best person behind the wheel. In a not
You're
officially...
muted, by the way.
Thank you. I was more just getting stuff set up in the background. Call my bluff. But yeah, it just seemed like they got, you know, somebody just be like, look, lad, he'll do. Do you know?
Well, I do like this, and I am reading what it says on the Wikipedia. The first use of a safety car in Formula 1 is reported to have taken place at the 1973 Canadian Grand Prix, where a yellow Porsche 914 was called for duty following various incidents under treacherous weather conditions. Controversially, on that occasion, it took several hours after the race to figure out the winner and the final results, since the safety car picked had placed his car in front of the wrong competitor. So some of the field went down a lap without knowing it. I mean,
wait, hang on a minute. Wait, say that again?
It picked the wrong car up. So they didn't know who was where.
What?
Some cars were a lap down.
Wait, what do you mean they picked up the wrong car?
The pace car picks
only
up
one?
the lead car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, so what you're saying is somebody just got a get out of jail free card by lapping somebody? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So
well, now you know everybody.
He stayed in front of Gansley. Who was Gansley? Howden Gansley, who drove an ISO. The Frank Williams. Wow, Frank Williams is a Williams basically before they were called Williams. Picked him up by accident, and it allowed a few of the cars that were laps down to unlap themselves by accident. Well, you know. So, including Peter Revson. Like, literally, if you look at the times, granted, for like 60s, 70s Formula 1, this doesn't sound anything like different to me. But you've got 26 cars start the race.
I feel ill.
Only 4 cars were on the lead lap. Basically, because of that whole mistake.
I genuinely feel ill knowing that. I really do.
You never know that.
No.
Wow.
I didn't think they'd be so silly.
There's actually Formula 1 YouTube did a video about this, like the whole story of the safety car. not that. Just briefly mentioned this. They briefly mentioned this. Basically, they had a Porsche 914,
probably because they're hanging their heads in shame. This is like, what did we do?
You know how you can get that attachment on the top of like your construction on like your vehicle, so it's got the flashing amber lights that you just stick onto the top of your. They basically put that on the top of a Porsche 914.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you'll have to entertain the chat, I will be right back.
Okay, this is fantastic because, literally, Haddon Ganley, because remember he picked up the safety car, but yeah, they picked him up as the lead car by accident. He crossed the finish line first, and he knew he didn't win the race. Imagine crossing the finish line first and knowing you're like, hang on 1 second, something's not right here.
Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, anyways, I'll leave you be.
yeah, leave me be. Oh, there has been speaking of safety. It's one of the things about safety cars. There is a story that there'll be alternating between Aston Martin and Mercedes next season. The first time since '96 there won't be a Mercedes being the safety car. That's a bit of a surprise, to be completely honest. I do like them. I must admit, I do like them. Like I said, before Mercedes started using their fast cars, Renault Clio, a Porsche 911 GT2, a Honda Prelude, an Opel Vectra, a Fiat Tempra, and a Porsche 914. You know, it's just weird, but good use of the virtual safety car over is what I would say. That's how I would go with that. The virtual safety car really proving its worth in that situation. Right, anyway, we're 4 minutes away before gridding starts at the moment. We're seeing a couple practice times come in. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us. If you have joined us from the iRacing live page, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Also, we do have super chats if you would like to give any little donation. Membership for some very nice emotes that Rob has made himself. A link underneath the video for our Discord. A little community there, slowly growing. At the moment, full of memes. I'm not gonna lie, it's full of memes, and I've got no issues with it whatsoever. The live timings link is not working today, unfortunately. But that link to trackcounts22.com is definitely working. Once again, a shout out to them for providing these fantastic camera angles. Do love them. But they're not like the F1. Actually, someone did give me an F1 count. Well, not a whole list of them, but just like a mixed TV camera set out in the F1, this year's F1 race. And it's really interesting just to see it. Because I'm just here like, oh yeah, it's nice. And then all of a sudden, they've also included camera on the curb, and I'm like, whoa! So I can't use it for commentating, but I do find it really great just to see just a camera like that. You know what I mean? I'm also watching Louis Eggers and Milan Tican basically assault each other on track. These two, for some reason, you wouldn't think Milan Tican's literally got back from Paul Ricard doing a GT race this weekend. Would you? Let's be really honest. He was in Paul Ricard racing. I cannot remember. Someone was telling me, and someone's going to tell me in chat, he was racing this weekend at Paul Ricard. Lamborghini. It was a Lamborghini race. I remember that much. I think they came. I think it became a sixth. I think they came P6. Yeah, Milan Tican and his teammate, whose name has slipped my mind. I do apologise. They came 6th overall. Oh, ask her if my training pains have decided it does not like me anymore. Decided, no, we're going to stop. So I will reload my training pains like I cannot. See who's who. I just see random iRacing logos. I've nothing wrong with iRacing logos. But 120 left before they start gridding. See that top field. Hope everyone is enjoying the camera. Always, just leave feedback. Leave feedback. Got anything, please leave feedback. One thing I will say that if you're nocturnal, another race will be happening later. Well, I say later tonight. I'll be asleep. The RSR American Series kicks off tonight. GTE, the same format, but Americans and GTEs. That promises to be really fun. So shout out once again to RSR for the 12 Hours of Daytona charity race for Macmillan Cancer, which they will be will be broadcasting in December. Slowly the times tick down. By the way, Jesse Jones fastest in practice at 142.482. Changed the time. I was there. Chris Daines 143.081. Not everybody that's times out. Not everyone does do practice, but they just like to get around just to get themselves acclimatized. It is a bit of a colder track right now. Jesse Jones and Jonathan Hoggart. Jonathan Hoggart 142.995 there, just as they come to the checkered flag. So good times just up there. 26 Celsius was the track temperature. And as per the changes, it is, of course, a rolling start this time. No longer a grid start. So, Tobias Younger, Callum Beaumont, Jonas Dreyer, Simon Dodds, Zachariah Yama, James Armstrong, Tim Shestag, Neil Butler, Andrew Miller, Thomas Dandridge, Gavin Boyett, Louis Eggerson, Joris Phelan, Jonathan Hoggard, Christian Furst, Dion Phillips, Jesse Jones, Chris Daines, Milan Tikins, Ollie Steinbraten, Julian Kesselhut, and Oscar Coper. They are the 22 that are getting the reverse. So Younger is gonna get the gonna take the lead here for this second race. Callum Beaumont in P2, but he got some amateurs around him though. Simon Dodd and Zakaria Yama in the third row. Simon Dodd's in the second row, Yama's in the third row. So right behind Beaumont is his closest amateur opponent, which is Simon Dodd. literally that one line is just amateur, where the other side is just pro. So that'll be interesting to see. They do head off.
Well, where are we? Well, we're in Imola once again. It is going to be a bit of a challenge, but this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you'll ever need. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Consider becoming a member. We've got the emotes. This time, however, Craig King will be leading you off. Craig, the floor is yours.
The floor is mine. We wait to see what Younger decides to do. We wait to see when he makes his move. A couple of cars doing a little bit of twitching at the back there. I do see just warming them up. We'll see a green flag shortly, and then we'll wait to see when Younger decides to floor it. He waits. He waits. He waits. He keeps waiting. He goes. He has caught Beaumont out. I'm gonna be honest, that's a great little jump there. Younger really has caught him off. That is a definite style there from the American Sim Racing, Oval Racing. Who's going to get the lead though? Beaumont is trying to stay side by side with Dreyer. It's really carnage at the back though. Yama just get through. Does everybody get through? A lot of bit of concertina there. That's
just a bit of that's an off.
Jetstag with Dodd. Wow, Jetstag gets around Dodd, and there's a lot of contact now, and there is cars off everywhere. Dodd's gone off. More cars off as well.
Oh.
And there's a car flip. There's a car flipped, and that is Danbridge, Miller, Beaumont's on his roof. We've got Christian Fursoff. The safety car has been called. Wyden Lee has damage. Wychin has damage. I think a lot of guys have damage. Wow.
This is what happened. The safety car has been deployed for this. I think it's just unfortunate that it happened. And you could just see that is the car 45 of Simon Dodd. Oh no, that's Jonathan Hoggard? But look at this. Just carnage.
Just absolute carnage.
And this is, oh my goodness gracious, that is the yep, that's on. He's on his roof. He's on his roof.
Yeah. But as someone was saying, the leader, that was Younger. He lost it coming out of the first chicane, and oh no, he back onto the track. He back onto the track.
I don't think there's much he could have done.
No, I think that was I think the momentum took him over more than anything. But
he was on the grass. I mean, like, and not much you can do really if you hold your brakes.
No. But there are cars in the pit. That's Meisner. That is Dandridge. No, so they're not in the pit. Sorry, I thought they were in the pit.
Andrew Miller has towed.
Andrew Miller has definitely. Callum Beaumont, I think, towed.
Callum Beaumont has indeed towed. Dennis Meisner started in the pits again. He's at least able to catch back to the back of everybody, and he's going to get some racing done today.
That's the American strat. That's an oval racing strat.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
Hey, it's done. Oh my God, Dion Phillips is crabbing. Dion Phillips has gone off at Ravazza. Oh no. I'll tell you what, he tried to keep that car going, and then he came into Ravazza. How is that car even... How is he even trying to steer that car? Wow. So that's Phillips' race. Sorry, that's definitely... So, Miller, Furs, Butler, Phillips. Any more in the pits? We know Beaumont's in there, but that's about it. It's only 5 cars in the pits, and I think all of them are out. What do we know, though, is Dreyer is in the lead, followed by Yama, and then Armstrong and Shestag.
He tried braking, and then the car just said no.
Yeah. So, we'll see when they decide to go green. Steinbratton, through all that, makes up 11 places. Castle Hunt. Oh, Castle Hunt's got some damage to the back of that car and to the front of that car. That's not looking good. How about Copa? Copa's looking clean. Wow. Copa's looking clean, and he's made up the same amount of plates as the Castle Hunt. That's incredible.
You can just see the car in 5th position, Louis Egerton. He's not on his roof. But that car is not looking too good for wear, and there's plenty of cars out there that are also suffering as a result of that massive accident. And I will stress it. I will stress it again and again and again. That was unfortunately just the concertina effect, unfortunately happening there. Nothing. That car in the lead. Who was it again? That was Callum Bowman. Was
Younger.
Oh, Tobias Younger. Tobias Younger.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing that he could have done, I don't think. Well, I mean, you could say, well, if he didn't crash, but I mean, unfortunately, it's just the way it is. But I'd say he's hanging his head right now because, unfortunately, his car did start the effect. Where is Tobias Singer, by the way? He's
currently sitting in 23rd position.
Does he have damage? No, he's got a little bit, but his car's all right. But again, there's nothing that he could have done there. As they just try and reform, I think the safety car will come in at some stage. That it's not coming in this lap.
The lights aren't off yet.
Yeah, the lights are not off. Barney has not switched his lights off. We're just gonna call every.
Oh no.
What?
You're gonna call every member of iRacing
Barney?
Yeah. Every
Yep.
Barney.
Yep.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. No. Barney's the flag man. Barney's the flag man.
If you want Barney to be called every official that is not a driver, type 1 in the chat. Otherwise, type 2.
There's mine. I'm just saying. That's Bert. Bert is driving the safety car.
Where did you get Bert from?
I just made it up.
No, we're not having Bert. It's Barney, and that's it. They're all called Barney. Barney 1, Barney 2. The following program is only intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is going to be through the roof on this one. Calling all of them Barney. We're seeing the grid reform now. There are still a few cars in the pits. Neil Butler is out. He's out and catching back to the rear end. Andrew Miller has decided it won't be good if he kept going, so he has pulled the car out completely. Christian Furze, Dion Phillips, and Callum Bowman are still in the pits. 1x for the safety car. So that gives me a chance to say, slow down. You'd be given the penalty for cutting the course.
But Barney,
they say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
I just want to say something, right? Bert Mylander, they had him on the radio a couple of weeks ago as an unsung hero for a radio show. They called him Burnt Mylander.
Oh,
like
no.
And I'm just there like, okay, I know we don't say it right, but how are you getting burnt Mylander? I'm like, oh my god. And also, it's like...
why are you calling him... What? Like, it just sounds like you're saying burnt Highlander. If you say it too quickly.
The worst thing was, he's not an unsung hero. Everyone knows who he is.
I don't.
See him enough. You know what?
Who is
he has the best. He's a safety car driver.
For F1,
yeah. But Mylander is a safety car driver.
I'm probably gonna get like a million messages that hate me on there. This thing, you don't know who burned I. I got it stuck in my head.
Also, fun fact. He has the best and worst position in an F1 race because he does not leave the safety car for the whole weekend. Well, not for the whole weekend, but for every race, every session.
He has to sleep. He has to sleep. He has to sleep in the safety car. He becomes one with the safety car. So, the pecking order as it is right now, it's Jonas Dreyer in first. Zachariah Jama managed to survive. He's up into second. James Armstrong in third. Tim Scheistag in fourth. Louis Egerton in fifth. Jonathan Hargaard in sixth. Gavin Boyer in seventh. Joris Thielen in eighth. Ninth is Ollie Steingraten, and 10th is Chris Dane. So the RSR car is already open to 10th, open to top 10, and the lights are off. Barney signaling that he will be in this lap. There'll be a single file restart as they come around. And it
the
will
key
be...
though is we have lost 10 minutes. There is at the moment 20 minutes left in the race. So yeah, please. I have told him this before. Rob. Come on. Come on.
I keep... Okay, Scheistag means...
No! Nine!
Oh, bitte.
Scheistag!
Oh, mein Gott. Bitte.
I've been trying to tell you and direct you for the last few weeks through this, and every time...
So I've been accidentally calling him Tim Shitty Day.
It's Shestag.
Shestag. How about that? Shestag.
Oh, there, Shestag, yeah.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh.
So what you're saying is for the longest time I've been calling him Tim Shitty Day.
Unfortunately so, and we apologise for the language, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't know I was saying... I thought I was saying it correctly, but there you go. But at the very least, we can forgive my faux pas and we'll just gloss over it. So I'm estimating at the line it will be 18 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. That'll give him enough time to do, I'm estimating, about 9 more laps. So they'll be finishing on lap 13 or 14, depending. This is not powered by AWS, by the way. No AWS trickery here. No, this is
How
this
did
is
you
math.
know? I don't know if you've got that advert in Ireland, but the new AWS advert.
I haven't. No.
It's a cute advert, but when you see it every advert break in the F1, it just got really boring.
Powered by AWS, your only friend.
Your only friend. There's a gap forming between Dreyer and Yamaha at the moment as the pace car's getting ready to go in through Ravazza 1 into Ravazza 2. Let's do this one more time, boys. Grab that belt and pull it. Oh, I've messed up.
Grab that belt and pull it where?
I've messed that up. Same restart procedures as it is for a start of a race. Dreyer will hold them on and hold them. He will. Pace car's in. Dreyer is waiting, and go. He goes. He sees the moment and he is gone. The back of the field's going to be interesting. Yamaha is trying to catch up, but he's just basically in a damage limitation. The battle between Shestag and Egerton right now. That's the one I'll be focusing on. Can Egerton get into the inside? He can. He'll take it, but there comes Shestag. Shestag holds on to it. Egerton could not make it around the back of the field. Everything looking pretty safe at the moment. He hasn't lost a couple places, but to be fair, he is carrying a lot of damage on that car. Everybody makes it through at the moment, and here's a battle here. That's Harry Wills overtaking Christian Stockel going down into Villeneuve. So a couple places made up there for Wills.
Ooh, that car is very slow. Sorry, the car of 33, very slow. What's happened to him? He's not got the pace. Is he? Well, he's got damage. I mean, look at that front end, but I wouldn't have thought that would be that much damage. I mean, Harry's carrying arguably more damage.
Dean Timms went off a little bit there coming out of Tosa, losing the position to Jack Rouse there. Front of the field it is Jonas Dreyer still leading the charge, and it looks like that's Armstrong. Yes, Armstrong's just got by Yamaha. So Yamaha
is off as well. Sorry to cut across. Joris Thielen is off at Aqua Minerale 2, so he's lost 3 positions. No, right. He's lost 5.
Right, there is a battle going on for the amateur. The lead amateur at the moment, it's Shestag versus Yamaha. And Shestag almost trying to go around the outside there at Ravazza. Could not make it. They've got Louis Egerton and Jonathan Hogarth behind them. Going to have to be careful there. Those two are in the battle themselves, and they will be getting by. They're probably faster. Shestag has not been able to catch up to Yama. Oh, apologies. Not a good lap with that. A good exit there for Shestag. But Hoggard and Eggerson's going to go side by side. Can Hoggard go around the outside of Tamburello? He's going to try it, you know. He's going to try it and just went too hot. Went too hot, and Eggerson holds that position.
Too hot. As we see the RSR car of Ole Steinbatten looking to see if he can get a slice of the pie. He's already up into 7th, so he's doing very well for himself. As is Jesse Jones. He's trying to pass Gavin Boyer. They're trying to see if they can get as many positions as possible. They only have 15 minutes to do so. And the gap is increasing ever more if they have to hang around behind other cars. But Jonathan Hoggard will be a bollard and a half to deal with. He's not slow. He's quite fast. And he'll know all the tricks in the book to be able to properly defend and stay within the regulations. Ooh, that is a car going slow. That was... Ooh, that... Ooh,
Shestag. It's Shestag, and well, Hoggard knows it, but he's got nowhere to go. He wanted to go side by side with Eggerson. Eggerson's got to slow down. Oh, and a little bit of back touching there from Steinbratten. Pushes Hoggard away, really. That was chaotic. Now Hoggard's in a side by side battle with Chris Danes.
Ooh, Chris Danes going onto the grass.
Yeah, Danes just yields, I think.
Oh!
And oh no! Eggerson's been punted from Shestag. Oh no! And that's going to be, and look, Shestag is just going around the outside. Those pro drivers are going by, almost gets caught with Gavin Boyer. That's the battle he's looking forward to. Side by side, he'll go into the start-finish line with Boyer. Who's going to get the slipstream out of these two? Boyer does have the inside, though, so it looks like he may have it. Behind them is Jesse Jones. Jones has got nowhere to go. He looks left, nothing. Looks right, nothing. He's got Cooper behind him. He's got to be careful. It looks like Boyer might make this move. No, Shestag goes in again hot. They got too hot. Boyer hits! Boyer hits, and that hits, and no, Jesse Jones is it! And more chaos. Another car gets hit. Is that Copa? That's Copa! The RSR guys have been spun out there from that incident.
Here's a replay. You can just see the car coming around. Oh, and he gets hit from behind. Not what you want to see. Oscar Coper having to deal with that incident, and he's now down in 25th.
That is big. Big, and there's some more cars off. Sorry, there's more cars off at Tosa. And that's Jesse Jones. And what's happened here? That's Jesse Jones, and is that Stockel?
Stockel, yeah.
Here?
Stockel going around the outside. Oh! Not what you want to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure there. Was Jones leaving the corner and then Stockel I'm not sure what that... Okay.
Oh, he's carrying a lot of damage because he's not able to actually navigate the track at Aqua Minerale 2. I think he does have... He doesn't have steering damage, but he does definitely have a lot of aero. Jesse Jones is now towed as well, and he has retired the car. Now, let's see what else can we see on our scopes.
There is still this massive trend. Gavin Boyett's gone down the field, though. He's had a moment. Well, he had that moment to start that lap, didn't he? He is now down into 19th position. Massive battles at the moment. There's 2 wide, almost 3 wide here. This is Vic, Wills, Timms, Rouse, and it looks like it's going to be Tino! Vic punts! Vic punts somebody. Who was that that's gone off into the gravel trap? It's Timms. Dean Timms is off. And that, again, that's coming down into Tamburello. A little bit of a tap. And, oh, he then gets caught by Teekins. Teekins coming around Tamburello out of nowhere. Oh, my word.
Oh, my word.
But just look at that in the cockpit view.
I am, actually.
I mean, yeah.
Just look at this. Very slow motion. I'll turn off the UI just so you can see. Look to your left of your screens. Now. Oh!
Yeah, that's a lot of that's
a lot of damage.
That would make me Yeah, Dean Timms has pulled the car in. Let's just get a look at Yama. By the way, great drive from Yama. Still up there. He lost another position, but it's only a pro drive. He's let Steinbratton through. Jonathan Hoggar's going to get through. Probably Chris Daines as well. But Yama's still in the lead of the amateurs. But it's Dreyer, Armstrong, Steinbratton, Hoggard, and Daines. In fact, if Daines make a move onto Hoggard, this would be great. And he might try to make it around the outside. Hoggard will give him the room, but he's on the inside, and Daines decides not worth it. Not worth it. Let's go slow in, fast out through Tamarello. The sun is coming down now. They hit that chicane, but that slow in, fast out's not worked. Hoggard's just got a really good exit there, and Hoggard will hold on to this from Daines, but Daines will not give up the fight. And this will be for P4 in the pros, so it's worth keeping an eye on. Don't think you'll be able to catch him yet, but the gap is really close. We'll wait and see, but at the front though, Dreyer has pulled away by quite a bit. Armstrong is trying to catch him, but Steinbratton, Steinbratton is on a charge as well.
Steinbratton looking to see if he can continue his move up the pecking order. Well, or so to just try and see if he can keep the dream alive of third position, but the third dream is 2.5 seconds ahead and slowly increasing.
Right, Julian Kesselhunt, by the way, he's now in P10. The RSR guys, apart from Steinbratton, unfortunately got caught out there. So Kesselhunt was the guy that was P2 currently in the last race. He's currently P10. So nice little recovery drive from him there, especially with the damage he's got, just holding on. He does have a little bit of switch from Joris Thielen in front of him, but not a lot he can do. Amateurs are all over the place at the moment. We know that Zachary Yama is leading. 2-second lead from Tim Shestag, and then Jack Rouse is quite a bit away from them, if I'm brutally honest. About 15, I want to say 13 seconds behind them. He's P3 for the amateurs, and then, well, Dennis Mesner. Dennis Mesner is the next amateur, all the way down in 18th position overall. Oscar Copa, by the way, is still out there, but it's just getting overtaken from Mesner. It looks like that Copa's got a lot of damage to that car. Doesn't look it, but there's got to be some engine damage.
Julian Kesselhunt with a mangled front nose, 10th, chasing down Joris Thielen in 9th. He was actually 2 seconds a lap faster than the man ahead of him. I think the man ahead of him was trying to see if he can survive a lap and make sure that his car wasn't complete toast. But he is doing his damnedest to keep going. We still do have battles in the back. Dennis Meissner, by the way, in the pits. What? Oh no, he wasn't in the pits. I think he just had a spin. No, he's still going. I think he just got overtaken. Apologies. Resume normal programming. He lets Oscar T. Coker by, and he is being chased down by Josh Seymour, but he's doing very well for himself after starting in the pits, I'd imagine. I mean, he'd be pretty happy with, what's it? 4th position overall in amateur?
Oh, definitely. You can't say anything about that. Great drive there. Another great drive at the moment. Steinbratton with a 1:42.906 last lap. Now on the slipstream of Armstrong. So with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go, about 5 laps to go, it looks like he will be able to catch up here. It'll be interesting to see the times. Goes fastest again, a 42.832, a whole second faster than Armstrong. He is catching. I don't know if he's got time to catch on to Dreyer, but he will get a P2 with this pace. Behind him, Hoggard.
I just saw what James Armstrong. Look at his helmet.
Do I have to?
Yes. I'm gonna spare the audience it, but like, look at his helm.
Oh no.
Anyways, we see the flashing of Ole Steinbratton. He wants to push the button, link the stamp, and send it. And he's making damn well sure that James Armstrong knows what's about to happen.
Sorry, I had to control my laughter. Sorry, back onto racing we go, as I was saying. Sorry about that, lost my moment there. Steinbratton is catching on into the Valiente. Out they go. How much curb they take. Armstrong took a lot of curb, and that has affected him. Steinbratton is now closing. The gap is 0.1 of a second. Where does he go? Which way does Armstrong go? I tell you what, you're trying to make that Mercedes really wide at the moment. It's not going to pay off. Steinbratton
sent it from back all the way there. Well done, Ole Steinbratton up into second position.
Great move, great move. We've also got Danes and Hoggard behind them. Not going to be an overtaking battle there, but I'm curious to see what Armstrong can do in this Mercedes. What can he do coming down into Lamborello? It's going to be interesting to see, because you do get a lot of
Egby's in the pits.
Will Egby's in the pit, and he has towed it. What has happened there to Egby?
If you didn't see the helmet, by the way, it was the Queen of England. Stretched.
Yeah, it was the Queen of England stretched. But here's Egby right now.
What happened to him? Oh! What? He just pulled. He just pulled to the side of the road.
Okay. Back to racing we go. Dreyer put a 142.991 out that last lap, faster than Steinbratton. 5 minutes to go. The gap is 3 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, if I'm brutally honest. But there is a battle brewing for the lead of the amateurs, as Shestag has caught Yama. The gap now is half a second, and there is a little bit of damage to the back of that Audi for Shestag. It's a little bit of damage, but it's not affecting him at all, really. They've got Eggerson behind as well. I know Eggerson will be battling, but this is not the place he wants to be overtaken. This is the lead amateurs we're talking about. In fact, a really good Valiente out of there for Shestag. It might send him up, but this BMW just too good right now. Yama will hold on to the lead. 4:22 remaining as Yama takes. Look at the line Yama takes for that first bit of reverse. Very inside, very on the apex there. Holds on, but the gap is now 0.2. And we know about the slipstream and the pace speed that the guy at the back here will get coming down the start-finish straight. No DRS in these cars, thank God for that. Yama knows he has to go onto the defense. Shestag will have to try and go around the outside. He's got to look for it. He's going side by side. There's no time, no space. And oh, the Yama's cooked it. Yama's cooked it. In trying to defend, he's cooked it. And he will lose the lead of the amateurs to Tim Shestag. He does get back out onto the field, onto the track. He's only lost 2 seconds. But he does lose the lead of the amateurs.
This is what happens when you overcook it. That. Unfortunately, he just went too far in, and Shestag reaps the rewards. He goes into lead with a comfortable little cushion for himself, so he needs not worry.
Good move there. Kesselhut, by the way, he's up a couple places. He's still in the same place overall for the pros. With that damage, he's still like catching people. He's still making good time, which is fantastic to see. Even Lance, he's going around in 44.7s, doing well with all that damage at the back of his car.
Mark Bailey's gone.
Mark Bailey is gone. He's in the pit. Now, what has happened to Mark Bailey? Oh, it looks like he's had a moment of Villeneuve.
Just hit the sausage curb, and Villeneuve takes no prisoners.
Nope. Villeneuve did not take no prisoners. 2:35 left to go. The gap between Steinbratton and Dreyer is 2.4 seconds. Steinbratton was only half a second faster last lap. Don't think he's going to be able to do it. There's a battle behind him. There was James Armstrong and Jonathan Hoggard, and that's Hoggard going through down into Tamburello. He will take P3 in his second race. First race weekend here, or first race night, sorry, in the RSR, and Jonathan Hoggard will take a P3, or going P3 more, because there's still 2 minutes left in the race. He's got to hold off the battle between James Armstrong and Chris Danes. Is just looking from behind. He is just waiting for the opportunity. He might be able to get it. If Armstrong tries and overcooks this, he might be able to make a move here, but we'll wait and see.
It is car 45 versus 47, and now 90. Chris Danes is looking to see if he can get some of that action. He's sitting in the background looking and licking his lips. The ERT BMW Z4 will be looking to see if it can can this be diplomatic and say, ask very nicely the Queen of England to step aside?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Could you step aside, please, Your Majesty? No.
Was that your best Queen of England? No.
No. But 106 left. Barney will be waving the white flag this time. As Jonas Dre will see it. The gap is 1.8. So I'm touching wood right now. I think Dre in the Raidillon TV Audi might have this, because that is a lot of time to overcome for Steinbraten. We'll wait and see what the lap times were as he sees the white flag. Barney's got out the safety car. He is on the pit wall and he has thrown the white flag. The gap between them was 0.7 of a second. I don't think it's going to happen. Meanwhile, behind them, the gap just keeps closing between Hoggard, Armstrong, and Danes. But again, I can't see anything happening between these guys at the moment. They come through Tamburello, and then you know, in that barring a mistake in De Villeneuve, there won't be anything at the first part of the track.
Third, fourth, and fifth battle right now. And then we have Oscar T. Koper versus Rutger Weigen going into... Ooh, very close between the two of them. Rutger Weigen looking to see if he can keep as many positions as possible after the netcode issue that he suffered in the first race. He'll be looking to see if he can keep it up, or keep up his 12th position in a second. Oh no, that's Oscar Koper almost losing it into the wall.
Almost losing it into the wall. Chris Danes has caught up to James Armstrong coming through Acqua Minerale, but he's going to have to wait for the Variante Alta to ready. He's going to have to see if he can put the pressure on James Armstrong right now. Can he put the pressure through the Variante Alta? And you know, I think he might have. There's a very aggressive line. Actually, no, it's backfired. Armstrong's got a better line there coming out of Variante Alta. And you might be able to hold on to this. Behind them, you've got Kesselhuff battling with Eggerson. We'll keep an eye on to that. Jonas Drive coming around the final corner. He will take victory in race 2.
James Armstrong's gone wide into the second and last corner. Does this compromise him on the straights?
Don't think it will. Danes is too far behind. What about Kesselhart on Eggerson? It's not going to work for him. It's not going to work. So, Eggerson, Kesselhart, and behind them, Tim Shestag will take a P1 in the amateurs. Another P1 there for Shestag. And then almost goes into the back of Kesselhart, but he takes a P1 in Yama with a P2 in the amateurs. A great drive there. A survival drive as well from the second row of the race.
So we also have Dennis Meisner coming home in 4th for the amateurs. Well done to him. After starting from literally the pits. And he did well.
Great drive all around. Yeah, great drive all around. Especially Simon Dodd. He had a... I think he started from the pits, didn't he? No, he didn't. No, but he started 4th, had a bad start.
I was about to say, no, he did not start from the pits. Absolutely no chance. I saw him on the grid.
he started 4th, had a bad start, recovered to a P5 overall, I think, in the amateur. No, wasn't a P5 in the end. Oh, he's gone all the way down. Josh Seymour as well. He had some good racing all around in the middle of the field, but that will do it, I think, for the second race.
Care to go over the results, Your Majesty?
Yes. Jonas Dreyer will take the victory, followed by Oli Steinbraten, who made a P2 after starting 20th. Jonathan Hoggard, in his first race night, takes P3. Then James Armstrong takes 4th. Chris Danes will take 5th. Louis Eggerson will take 6th. And Julian Kesselhart, with the damage on the front of that car, comes home in 7th. Then Tim Shestag will win the amateurs in 8th position. And Yama will take 2nd place in the amateurs. Joris Phelan will take 10th. And then Milan Tikins will take 11th. Weigen makes up 23 places to finish 12th. And Oscar Koper will take 13th. Jack Roos will take 3rd in the amateurs, but more importantly, will take 14th. Dennis Mesner will take 15th. Josh Seymour will take 16th. Boye 17th. Ahern will take 18th. And Simon Dodd will take 19th. Tavares Younger will take 20th. And Harry Wills will take 21st. Thomas Dandridge will take 22nd. Chris Hamer, 23rd. Christian Stockel, 24th. Spencer Vick, 25th. And Leiden Lee, 26th. And then the lap cars. Neil Butler Finished in the pits after heavy damage, a lap down in 27th. Mark Bailey, 3 laps down in 28th. Will Egby, 5 laps down in 29th. Ben Smith, 6 laps down in 30th. Taylor Lane, 7 laps down. Dean Timms, 8 laps down. Jesse Jones, 9 laps down. Callum Beaumont flipped after the first corners. Was on his roof, 14 laps down. And then Andrew Miller, Christian Furs, and Dion Phillips, 15 laps down at the back of the field.
It's weird when you're going through the list and it just comes to 37th and then 35th and then 37th and 37th.
So, you're going to ask me that there's no prize this week, no spot prize this week. We don't choose. You're going to ask me for a driver of the day.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I will tell you, and you'll have to get on your knees and apologize to him over and over again, because Tim Shestag will take driver of the day, if you ask me. A P1 in the second race. I think he had a P3 in the first race. So a really good day for Shestag. He's really worked for that, especially he had to fight for that P3 to start the race and for the first race, and that second race it kind of fell into his hands, but he had to get around Yama to take that lead. So he takes my driver of the day for a fantastic drive. 2 podiums in the amateurs. Fantastic.
Well, now that we've done driver of the day, it's time for shilling and our goodbyes. And you can just see there on the left the memento to Ayrton Senna. And, as I say before, it's good to see that we are learning to have safety, even though we're close racing. But that is it for us here at Raidillon TV. If you liked what you see, please consider giving us a follow. Please consider giving us a like, favorite, and subscribe. Consider becoming a member of the channel. You get access to 3 emotes, and they grow as more and more people join the fun and games that we have. Join our Discord in the links into the video description below. Join us next week for even more madness. Join us on Friday for ILMS. Join us on Sunday for the Fanatec GT Challenge, and join us tonight. Once again, you won't have to do it this time, Craig, don't worry. For the RSR America series.
You're looking forward to that? The RSR American series, we do have the links already there. It's going to be interesting to see. I'll be waiting to watch the race, well, tomorrow when I wake up, because I won't be... but it will be Daytona. 45 minutes and 25 minutes at Daytona later tonight, or this evening if you're in America.
You were going to say something else there, weren't you?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Well, this has been Raidillon TV, the only corner you ever need. Catch us again next time. Hope you've enjoyed the stream, and hope you have a great rest of your week.